Okay, I would without wasting much time, let's start. Before we start this week, before we start today's class, let's look at the dollar index. Let's look at the dollar index. I believe you can hear me. I believe you can hear me. If you can hear me, just type I can hear you. Let's see the dollar index. Yes, looking at the dollar index this morning, you can see from your chart, the first thing that comes to your mind whenever you look at this chart is that the dollar has been bullish. I don't know if you are seeing it or I'm the only one seeing this. If you can see very well, you know, if you open your dollar index, you will notice that this instrument, the strength of the dollar index measures the strength of the dollar against the baskets of 6 most traded currencies, like the Canadian dollars, like the NZD and the likes. It measures the strength of the dollars against basket of other currencies. And looking at this particular chart, the first thing that comes to your mind as a trader is, no, dollar is strong. I hope you can all hear me. I hope you can all hear me. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you very much. So if you look at the dollar, you notice that the dollar has been strong and the reasons are not far-fetched. What are the reasons? Throughout last week, what happened last week? You know, I usually say this thing, what really drives the market? The market is actually built on 3 tripods. First, fundamentals, which is more like the news or the event. Yes. Then followed by technicals. Then followed by what? Followed by sentiments around the market. Now, if you look at I hope you can all see my screen. If you look at your dollar index, like we saw from the chart, it has been bullish. And I look at what's really, why is the dollar so bullish this morning? Throughout last week, what happened throughout last week? Last week was, last week, good. Last week on Tuesday, a major news came out for the dollar that I hope you can see my screen, called durable goods order. Very good for the dollar, came out good. Durable goods order, month over month, came out very good. Consumer confidence came out good, green. The new home sales also came out green, very good for the dollar. That is strength for the dollar. So instrument like Euro USD will sell and the likes. That's on Tuesday. On Wednesday, Federal chairman spoke. If you read that speech he made on Wednesday, he said he's looking at increasing interest rates in the coming days. So that speech he made was actually hawkish. And a hawkish statement automatically means that it is good for the dollar. If you read the outcome of that speech, maybe we should just try to open it a little. I'm not really opening it full. If you read he said Euro USD dive. Dive means to slump. That is a fall, which means that it's sold. Selling means good for the dollar. So I don't want to go into those details. You can see these are some of the major reasons why the instrument sold as at last week, going into this week. You now came on Thursday and you said, oh, last week Thursday, what also happened? Oh, unemployment claim came out good for the dollar. I don't know if you are seeing this screen. That is a clear indication that, oh, the dollar was strong. So if Mr. Abdulateef actually placed a trade on Euro USD sell, USD card buy, USD JPY buy, he will be in big money, and probably he funded his account with a reasonable amount of money. Come on, what are we saying? You're making good money. Yes, I actually made last week and it got me really excited. I don't know if you did, but I'm looking forward to making big money this week, and I'm looking at funding more and making more money. So Thursday was good for the US dollar, bullish, strength for the dollar. On Friday, the dollar also gained some level of strength, though not entirely, but a large part of last week was actually good for the dollar. And we saw it on the chart, just like I showed you earlier. You can see it on the chart. It has been bullish. It has been making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, and higher lows, right from on the 22nd of June. I hope you can see this. higher highs. I hope you can see this. Higher highs. Higher highs. Sorry. And higher lows. So what are you waiting for? Why not fund your account and start cashing out like this? Yes. You see? This is another higher low. You can see that. You can also see this. So somebody that plays a trade on Euro USD and is making money, he has his reasons. So if somebody loves trading maybe USD IDX now, it is actually on a verified support and is a clear confirmation that there is strength for the US dollar. Another confirmation that the US dollar has been strong this morning. Let's confirm that again. Let's confirm that this morning. If I get that. Yes. So it is wrong for you to wake up in the morning and say, oh, I want to enter a trade and I want to enter a buy on Euro USD without looking at the news and knowing one or two things that actually drove the market. No, you don't trade that way. In the early hours of this morning, there was a news that dropped this morning. I don't know if you saw it. I'm just trying to show you. You say Euro struck edge lower. Clients are actually edging, or analysts and economists and policymakers are actually eyeing the news that will drop this morning. And so what is that news that will drop today? Yes, today is July 3rd. And we saw news coming out for the CNY, that is Chinese Yuan Zone, which is the Caixin Manufacturing PMI. Actually came out good for Chinese yuan. We have CPI that is came out for the Switzerland zone, that's Swiss francs. That was by 7:30. And then by 8:15, Eurozone, Spanish manufacturing PMI, we're expecting that in the next 1 minute. But he said, you know, the news I just read, economists and analysts and policymakers are actually eyeing the ISM manufacturing PMI, which is the Institute of Supply Management Manufacturing PMI. Now, this is a body that primarily, carry out a survey on 400 purchasing manager based on certain parameters. They take out 400 purchasing managers from various manufacturing industry to know how well are they doing, because this is actually a leading indicator of the US economy. They measure it based on their inventory level. Carry out a survey on this purchasing manager based on their inventory level, based on their level of employment, based on their level of production, based on their new order, as well as their import and export prices. Now, if this indicator comes out greater than 50, it is good. It is good for the currency, and it's a high impact news today. There are two: ISM manufacturing PMI, which is coming out by 3 p.m. We also have ISM manufacturing prices coming out by 3 p.m. If this news comes out greater than 50 or greater than the forecast, I tell you, it is good for the currency. You are making money. So I don't need to tell Mr. Abdulateef what to place around that time. If he's placing maybe Euro USD or USD card. If you're placing a trade on USD card, you should know that USD is the base currency and you should look forward to buying. Now, if you really don't understand most of these things you are doing, probably you're just coming in for the first time. Trust me, you need to join our classes, our morning classes and our evening classes. Make our time to join those classes so you will learn. So we can start training you now. We are analyzing the market. Do you understand? So let's go to the chart. Somebody's dropping a question. Okay, thank you, Mr. Adedeji. This is a very good opportunity for you to fund your trading account so you can cash out this money. Yes. Mr. Olatunji, I think you check your audio very well. Probably there's something wrong with your audio. Everybody can hear me. Everybody has confirmed that they can hear me. I don't know what's wrong with your audio. You need to confirm that. You need to confirm that, Mr. Olatunji Umar. Yeah, they can hear me. The evening class, ask your account manager. He's going to send you the details. And the morning class also holds by 10 a.m. every Monday and Tuesday. Make out time to join this class. It will help you a great deal. You'll be flowing on the same frequency. Everybody in this class is flowing. That aside, let's go to the charts. Let's go to the charts. Good. I told you that the US dollar is strong. And what is happening to USD? The US IDX is buying. It's buying massively. So let me start with GBP USD. Let me start with GBP USD. I told you US dollar. So if US dollar is strong, even on my 4 hours time frame, you don't need a switcher to tell you that it is going to be selling. You can see that. So for my long-term traders, we are starting with the long-term traders. GBP USD has been trading between a downward channel. If you don't have this indicator, it is a very strong indicator for trading. It is only for VIP traders. If you don't have it, speak to your account manager. You need to have at least a minimum of ₦1 million for you to have this particular indicator. Yes, if you have it, it will automatically plot trend line for you and give you zones where you can enter your trades. That's by the way. So GBP USD just hit a horizontal channel, and with your knowledge of your candlestick pattern, you saw an inverted hammer on a very sensitive region for long-term traders. I'm looking at long-term traders. So most of my long-term traders, some of them enter their trade on 4 hours or on D1. But I'm looking at H4 now. Yes, it formed an inverted hammer. On my H4 time frame. You can see the inverted hammer, and it's touched that that zone, which is my downward channel. You can see it's touched the trend line, showing bearish pressure, showing that the dollar is strong, and with a bearish confirmation candle. So what do you look forward to? That is a sell. That is a sell for you. So that candle is there, an inverted hammer with a bearish. Let me zoom out a little. I hope you can see my screen. An inverted hammer on a very sensitive region with a bearish confirmation candle. Now, you can see the trend line has also popped up again, showing you that, oh, okay, this thing that is selling, there is also something that is impeding it. So if you ask me, if you're a long-term trader, do me a favor, try and wait for this candle to close. I usually tell my clients this thing. I said, when it comes to trading, you should learn to, one of the challenges that clients face is, when should I enter a buy? So, yes. And when should I enter a sell? And is it best I wait now? Yet, this particular candlestick is showing that you should wait. The reason is very simple. You can see this particular instrument sold to here. What happened? It was rejected. It went back up. It was able to break below it, and it broke above it. So this place is actually a zone. Where price currently is a zone. So what do? Wait for this instrument. No doubt, GBP USD is a sell, but nobody wants to enter a sell and you see an instrument struggling to sell. That's what I said before. Have an entry and an exit strategy. This instrument is supposed to sell, but why not wait for this candle to close below this trend line that is impeding it from going further down? And it's a clear confirmation. Look at my chart very well. Let me try to zoom it a little. Look at my chart very well. Oh, it was impeded there. There was rejection here. There was also rejection here. There's also rejection here. So why not wait for this candle to break below this zone? Then you can enter a sell, then write down. So let's see. Let's see. So why not wait for this instrument to break below that trend line? Then you can write down to the next, to this point again, this point. So this is actually my risk zone, and this is actually my reward zone. If I don't mind, if I have to trade carefully, I will have to bring it down a little. The reason is very simple. I don't like entering trade and get stuck in those trades. So I'm looking forward to entering around that zone, then taking my profit before the next trend line, which will serve as a possible support to price. So I'm looking forward to a sell for GBPUSD, but around this zone, which is for my long-term traders. Long-term traders. Okay, beautiful. So looking at it on my 1 hour time frame, no doubt, I'm actually looking forward to a sell for GBPUSD. On my 1 hour time frame is also a good zone. And we always say whenever you want to enter a sell, you say sell high and buy low. So if you had seen this happening in the early hours of this morning, probably you'd have made a lot of money. But this time is not really an entirely good time to enter the trade, because this trend line will actually impede price from going. It might struggle around that point. It's very simple. It might struggle around that point. But if you are looking forward to enter a sell, just take this zone I just entered. Yes, this zone around here. Then take your profit before the next. Yes, around this zone. Maybe I should just mark out on my 1 hour time frame here. Okay, so with that, I remove the indicators. So if you are looking forward to entering a sell, wait for it to break below that support. Enter, take your profit before the next verified support. If you don't have the support and resistance templates on your laptop, speak to your account manager. They will get it across to you, or you come down to any of our office. So I'm looking for, you can see when I applied the indicator, it told me something, and I've just put my support and resistance. It's also telling me, why not wait for it to break below the support? Then you enter your trade and write down to the next verified support. Yes, because it might possibly impede price from going further down. Yes, you can also, if you are also looking forward to entering a buy, it's really dicey because the dollar has been strong in the early hours of today, except maybe it's hit this support. You see a red and a green candle, but it's going to be a minor buy. If you see a red and a green candle, then you see a bullish a buy candle again to confirm it, then you can enter a buy. If not, for me, it is a sell, but you need to wait. You need to wait. So going back to my 15 minutes time frame, for my short-term traders, you can see the same thing that is happening there is also telling you, why not wait for it to break below here, or you do something. If you are looking forward to enter a buy, some people just love entering buys instead of sell. They forgot that this market is dual directional. So if this instrument sells down to this support, you see a red candle and a green candle, like a bullish engulfing with a bullish confirmation candle, or a morning star, or a hammer. Yes, or a hammer. Yes, or a piercing line candlestick. Hey, these are confirmation that this instrument will buy. Yes, if you can break below this support or break below this trend line that is also possibly acting as a support to price, then you can look forward to a sell. Yes, or else wait for a bullish confirmation candle around that zone. Yes, but the general trend is bearish on the higher time frame. You can see that the general trend is bearish. I usually tell my clients something, that the trend will always be your friend till the end. So the general trend is bearish. So you can see it has been forming higher highs and higher lows, higher highs and higher lows. You can see that. Looking at let's go to Euro USD. Let's go to Euro USD. I told you the dollar is strong this morning, so you don't need to stress yourself. The market is going to sell. Euro USD, you can see, or both on my 1 hour time frame, you see the bearish confirmation candle, a bearish engulfing candlestick formed in a very sensitive region, a verified resistance. I wish somebody woke up early. I usually have a client who usually do this thing. They wake up very early as 6:30 to 7, and they look at the market. They look at possible opportunities in the market. If Mr. Abdulateef or Mr. Emeka has seen this bearish confirmation candle, which is a bearish engulfing, look at it. A bearish engulfing candle with a bearish confirmation is a sell. Is a pure sell. And I showed you the reason why the dollar has been selling this morning. Analysts are actually eyeing the ISM manufacturing PMI that is going to be released today by 3 p.m. And there is a sentiment around it that, oh, this should come out good for the dollar. Looking at the fact that Jerome Powell spoke on Wednesday, and his statement he made was hawkish, good for the dollar. Positive sentiments surrounding the dollar. Looking forward to a strength for the US dollar. So look at it. But look at the problem now. The issue now is, okay, let's look at on our 4 hours time frame. For long-term traders. For long-term traders, you can see, if I was to enter a sell, I would have loved to. But look at, there's an issue now. This candle is actually lying on a very sensitive region, which means I didn't see it on time. If this class has started maybe around 7:30, somebody would have been making some good money. But it is actually, currently, it is lying on a very sensitive region. No doubt, the trend is bearish. Look at it. How do you know that? The trend is bearish. Can you see that? It has been going down recently, right from on the 20th. I told you, right from the 20th, 22, this market, the dollar has been strong against the basket of so many currencies. So you can see it has been bearish, and it's just hit that trend line too, and it was selling. But the a little concern now is that this zone where price is currently, price has been rejected around that side. You can see it's so down to this point. You can see that, and you saw a candlestick that looks like a dragon fly doji. A dragonfly doji. You can see that a dragonfly doji, it was able to buy back, and it came down here, also lying around this point with a candle that looks like completely engulfing the previous bullish candle. That so like a partial bearish engulfing candle, partial bearish engulfing candle, and it actually did not sell that much, but price was rejected from going further up, and the bullish candle ended it, which means that it didn't sell. It's actually bought again. It came down here with a candle that looks like a bullish engulfing, bought a little, so this zone is actually a very sensitive zone where you can't, completely enter like that. You need to be very careful. So if you are a long-term trader that you love leaving your trade for a very long time, one of the conditions to enter a sell trade is sell high, sell at a resistance. You understand what I'm saying? Or sell after after a pullback. So if this instrument can buy a little and test this my trend line, maybe it does something like this. Look at it. Let me draw it a little. Maybe it does something like this. Sorry, peak. Maybe it bought like this. You can see, maybe it bought like this, and you see a red, a green, and a red candle around that particular zone. Then is a pure confirmation for a sell trade. The reason is very simple. The trend is bearish, but because you're a long-term trader, then you have to learn to wait too. So I'm looking forward to a sell for my long-term trader. If this instrument, sell after a pullback. So if there's a pullback and you see a green and a red candle around this trend line, a very good confirmation for a sell. The reason why I didn't want to enter a sell for my long-term traders is because this zone is rejection. There's a rejection around this zone. There is a rejection around that zone. So I wouldn't want to enter a sell now and be stuck. But if I'm a 1 hour or a day trader, that's different. So I'm looking forward to a sell for my long-term traders if they can, take advantage of a pullback for this instrument, a pullback around here, pullback and give me a candle like a green and a red candle around this zone. Then I will comfortably enter a sell to hit the next verified support, because that is a very good zone to enter a sell trade. The reason why I don't want to enter now is because something is happening around there. But if you have the fund, you can just enter. But the only challenge that it might struggle a little bit around there. Some people don't like seeing 2,000 naira loss. That's the issue. But the point is, if you have enough fund, you can just enter an instant sell. But if you are a conservative trader and you're a long-term trader, then wait for it to test this trend line, then you can enter a sell for Euro USD. Yes, on my 1 hour time frame. On my 1 hour time frame. Let me delete this. Good. On my 1 hour time frame, what do I see for Euro USD? I'm still of the opinion that Euro USD will sell down to that untested support. I'm still of the opinion it will sell down to the untested support. The reason is because the dollar has been strong this morning. But if you want to be conservative, very, very conservative, wait for this candle to close. Break above this, break below this zone. Yes, break below this zone. This is a very dicey zone, and you don't want to enter a sell and something will be happening in your trade. So is that you wait for it to break below this zone? Yes, break below this zone. If you see a clear, we didn't see this setup on time. We didn't see it on time. So we need to be very conservative. If Mr. Abdulateef or Mr. Mecca has woke up very early, he would have taken advantage of this move. But we didn't see it. I didn't see it very early this morning though. I will enter a sell if that candle closes or break below this zone. Then I'll take my profits at the next untested support. I'll take my profit at the next one. I will write down to the untested support. I will write down to the untested. But if you are looking forward to enter a buy, is it that you wait for it to sell down to this untested support? If you see a bullish confirmation candle like something like this, I hope you are seeing this, a red and a green candle. Do you understand? A red and a green candle at a sensitive region like that untested support, then you can buy. That will be a minor buy. The reason is because the trend is bearish. Somebody is typing. Mr. Taiwo, I don't know what is wrong with your audio. I want to believe everyone can hear me. If you can hear me, just type I can hear you. Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Taiwo. I don't know what's wrong with your audio. I'm giving you conditions. If you have enough money, you can, if you really want to enter, you can enter. But if you are conservative, then wait for this candle to close below this zone. You can see the reason is very simple. The reason is very simple. Price was rejected there. Price was rejected there. And price is also there again. So you don't want to enter a sell and be stuck. So why not wait for the candle to close? Yes, you can see that zone where we marked on our 1 hour time frame for scalpers and short-term traders. It is showing that that place is actually a turncoat support. You can see it. Are you seeing it on my screen? I don't know if I'm the only one seeing this. So you can see, I didn't even look at the 15 minutes. I was just looking at the chart. I love it when traders grow to the point that even without the support and resistance template, they can comfortably look at the chart and say, no, I am seeing things that nobody is seeing. And you can see something is happening around there. So why not wait? I saw it on 1 hour. I said, wait for this candle to break below this zone because there is rejection. Look at that rejection again. There's a rejection. It was a support here. It was a resistance here, and it's currently there. Which means that even though the dollar has been strong, bearish pressure and bearish dominance in the market can possibly decline, and the bulls will want to take charge. So as a technical analyst, you should be able to discern that. Yes, you should be able to see that, it seems that the bears are no longer taking charge of the market. I think the bulls are trying to take charge of the market. No doubt, it is the trend is bearish. So it is a very good point for me to enter a sell around this zone. But if I see a bullish confirmation candle around that turncoat support, then I will enter a short buy. Not a very long buy, a short buy, because it can just buy a little but end up selling. Remember what I said before at the beginning of the class. The trend is your friend till the end. Yes. So if this candle, if I see that's for my short-term trader, that's for swings, for scalpers, you can see the bulls are trying to take charge. If you see a bullish confirmation candle, that's why you need to know this candlestick. Attend our class, learn. Attend the physical class, attend the evening class and the morning class, and learn. If you see a bullish confirmation candle here with a bullish candlestick, yes, a bullish candlestick like a bullish engulfing, or like a hammer, or like a tweezer bottom, or any bullish confirmation candle, a 3 white soldier, any bullish confirmation candle, a morning star with a bullish confirmation, then you can enter a buy trade. If not, the trend is sell, but wait for it to break below that point. I hope you can see that. A Tonkot support is more like a resistance that was just broken now. If a resistance was just broken, immediately I'm talking to you, it will turn to a Tonkot support, which means that it is not a strong support zone. It is just recently broken. But a verified support is a stronger support region that has tested or rejected price countlessly, at least 3 times, and showed that, oh, price cannot easily break below me. For Mr. Iwezu that was asking that question. So that is that for Euro USD. I'm looking forward to a sell around this zone. Take my profit before the untested support. But if you're looking forward to a buy, wait for something. I told you, a bullish confirmation candle, but it will be a minor buy because the trend is bearish. Who signed me out? If you can still hear me, please kindly confirm that you can hear me. I don't know, there was a little glitch. If you can hear me, kindly type I can hear you. We are done with Euro USD. Let's quickly move to USD JPY. If you can hear me, apologies for that. I don't need to tell Mr. Emeka or Mr. Izushuku that if the US dollar is strong, for USD JPY, it's a buy. Which means that if Mr. Izushuku has woke up very early this morning and taken advantage of what I said before the class started, looked at the chart last week and saw the strength of the USD IDX last week, he should have taken advantage of what I'm seeing on the screen. USD IDX. USD IDX, what is happening? USD JPY, sorry. USD JPY, what is happening? It is buying. It has actually broken above the verified resistance and is buying. You saw a bullish engulfing candle in a very sensitive region, and it bought. It bought. Some people did not see this morning. They didn't see this morning. That's on my 15 minutes time frame, sorry. Let me go to my 4 hours time frame. You can see USD JPY, even without blinking an eye, you know that it is buying massively. Imagine if Mr. Izuchukwu has entered a buy since last week on USD JPY. Since last week on USD JPY. Since May, look at it. Since on the 5th of May that he tested that verified, this verified support. You can see that it has been buying both on my 4 hours time frame and is running to test the next verified support. And I think the JPY, the Japanese yen, is really very, very weak. I think the last time I read the news on Japanese yen, they said they're actually looking at reducing interest rates. No. Their economy is really struggling at the moment. Yes, but if you look at the chart technically, it is currently buying. So you don't even need to stress yourself. You don't need to stress yourself. If you're a long-term trader and you are looking forward to entering a buy and entering a trade and forgetting it, I'm very positive that this instrument on my 4 hours time frame will ride down to the next verified resistance. So USD JPY is the currency for this morning. I'm looking forward to making some money on USD JPY. USD JPY. Let me quickly enter 1 or 2 trades. JPY 0.01. So USD JPY is a buy this morning. I'm actually looking forward to a buy for it to ride down to the next verified resistance. Verified resistance. The strength of the dollar is really dominating the strength of the Japanese yen this morning. The Japanese yen is so weak. Oh my goodness. So looking at it on my 1 hour time frame, that's actually for my short term trade. That's looking at it on my on my 1 hour time frame. Done. Sorry. Okay, looking at it on my 1 hour time frame, it actually formed a very sensitive candlestick, like a hammer on a proven support. And I've actually entered my trade on my higher time frame. Let me be a little bit conservative. Because there's a verified resistance before that point. So I need to take my profit before the next verified resistance. So it's actually a buy for me for USD JPY. A buy for me. Do an instant buy, just an instant buy, but not too much. Just make some money and leave the market. Yes, looking at the fact that it has been buying massively over time. But if you want to be very conservative, no doubt. If you want to be very conservative, remember what I usually say. If you are looking forward to entering a buy, and buy low. Wait for this instrument to do this. For those conservative traders that, I'm looking forward to a sure buy. Wait for it to sell to here. Wait for this instrument to sell to this point. Wait for it to sell to this point. And then you can enter a buy around that point. So if it's sold to that point is a verified support. So we are certain that it will buy back up to test the next verified resistance. One of the conditions to entering a buy is buy after an instrument hits buy at a support. That's one. Buy after a breakout and a retest. Yes. So buy after a pullback. So you can see if it can sell a little, that's a minor pullback, it will lie on that support and you can now enter a buy trade. But for me, I just want to make some little money and, leave the trade. If you're very conservative, wait for it to, do what I just explained to you. Yes, wait for the instrument to sell down to that support region. Then you can enter a sell and cash out. Remember that a couple of news are also coming out this week. I think non-farm payroll, ADP non-farm payroll is coming out this week. You can't afford not to have enough fund in your trading account. You need to fund your trading account so we can make this money together. I can't be the only one making this money. You need to be involved in this. So we're looking forward to something like this to happen. And then what will happen is we end up going this. I hope you can see my screen. And you can see what I'm showing you. Yes, that's USD JPY. Let's go to gold. Mr. Izuchuku does not need somebody to tell him that there is a relationship between the USD IDX and gold. Right? Yes, everybody agrees with me. Yes. So, which means that if the USD IDX is strong, that means what? Gold will be weak, right? Yes. And if the USD IDX is weak, gold will be strong. And we opened this morning that the US dollar has been strong over time. Somebody is dropping a comment. We'll go to US 100, Mr. Adeyemi. We'll go to US 100. We'll go there. Okay, somebody is dropping in the comments. Sorry, somebody is dropping in the comment. My name. I saw USD JPY early this morning. I got something from it, but it was a sell from 6 a.m. Okay, but bear in mind the general trend is bullish, so it is more of buying pressure than selling pressure. That's it. Thank you, Mr. Noah Best. Who else is typing a question? Okay, Mr. I said if you look at we should look at US 100. We'll do that. Let's quickly look at gold. I was saying something about gold before. I said there's an inverse relationship between gold and the USD IDX. We both opened the charts this morning and we saw that the US dollar has been strong. USD IDX that measures the strength of the dollar as against basket of 6 other currencies was strong. Reasons, all the news that came out for USD as at last week was good. Green, good. And we saw sentiments around the news that was going to be released this morning by 3 p.m. is also showing that it might come out good for the dollar. So sentiment around it is actually driving the dollar to have some level of dominance in the market. So you can see that. And it's actually playing out on gold because gold will sell. So you can see on my 4-hour, on my daily time frame, gold actually hit a very sensitive region with a bearish confirmation candle, was selling down. On my 4 hours time frame, you can see that gold actually has been selling massively, has been selling. You can see going down, forming lower lows and lower highs, lower lows and low. You can see the trend, the channel has been downward, a downward channel completely, showing that the dollar has been strong. Let me see. So gold actually hit a weak resistance this morning while Mr. Izuchuku was sleeping, and Mr. Noah did not take advantage of it. It hit a weak resistance this morning and they didn't see it. And it didn't just hit that weak resistance, it formed a very good pattern, a very good candlestick pattern, which is a bearish confirmation candlestick with a bearish candle. So what are we waiting for? It's a sell. But remember, gold is currently lying on a turncoat support now because we didn't see it on time. Sorry, I didn't do for swing traders. Okay. Now I would have just entered a sell for gold, but there is an issue. The issue is because gold in the past, the reason I know it will sell, but some people are very conservative. Like some swing traders are really so conservative to point that they don't even want to see a minus of 500 naira. Some people are like that. Why people are funding 1 million, 15 million, 10 million in the market? Why not make some money? The beauty of trading is when you have good fund in your account, you'll be relaxed. I'm telling you. I'm saying this because I've experienced it and it's giving me so much joy and excitement. So I want to enter a sell, but I am seeing something on the chart. What did you see here? It sold to this point, and what happened? It bought, and it sold to this point. It struggled a little. It ended up buying. You can see, but it sold and it was rejected. Rejection of the sellers, and price is currently there for 4 hours time frame. So what do you do? What do I do? So why not wait? Wait for this instrument to break anywhere below this zone. You can see. I usually say something. You don't need a very long candlestick to make all the whole money. With a small movement in the market, you can make good money in the market. See, look at this. The reason why I'm doing this is for you to see what I'm showing you. There was rejection around this zone. Are you seeing it? There was rejection around this zone. If I enter a sell now, it means that there's a possibility it will hit here and it will be rejected. So why do that? why not wait for it to break below around this zone? In fact, go far down. Yes, for my swing traders. So why not wait for it to do that and then enter a sell? But bear in mind, the general trend is sell. So wait for it to go below this point where it is. That's for my swing traders. Then you can enter a sell and then make your money down to the next verified support. So this is actually my risk zone, and this is actually my reward zone. Oh, going back to my 1 hour time frame, what do I see? You can see, you can see. We didn't see that move early this morning. We didn't see this move early this morning. So I usually say something that this market is dual directional. Whether it's buying or selling, a technical analyst should be able to discern where should I enter a buy and where should I enter a sell. And this selling pressure is not longer as much as in the early hours of this morning. That's like maybe 2 or 3 hours ago. So hold on, sorry. I'm actually looking forward to a sell for gold. But hold on. Okay, I'm actually looking forward to a sell for gold. I'm actually of the opinion that it will ride down to this untested support before you start buying up massively again. But if you are looking forward to making some money, wait for it to break below this Tonko support. There's even an untested support again around that zone. Let me confirm that very well. Hold on. It's really dicey around there. It's really noisy around there. Hold on. Okay. Good. So if you actually want to make a quick money in the market, wait for this candle to close. If this candle break below that support zone and you see another bearish candle, then I'm of the opinion that it will sell down to this next untested support on my 1 hour time frame. You can see it's on a turncoat support, and I explain what a turncoat support is. It's like a former resistance. You can see it was formerly a resistance. There is a formerly resistance. It's just breaking below that point. So this is the first time it's breaking below it. So that makes it like a temporal support. Like a temporal support. Was recently. It was last time. The last time it was a resistance. It was a resistance the last time, but now it is currently a support. So if this candle can break below this turncoat support, and I know that this support is not a very strong rejection zone. So it's just that it was formerly a resistance. So if you can break below, you see a bearish candle, you can ride down to the next untested support. Now, if you are too conservative on your 1 hour trade, that's for my day traders, if this instrument can sell down here, if it can sell down here, you remember that this market is a market of buyers and sellers. If it can sell down here, sorry, this should be red. I will be looking at one indices before we call it a wrap. If this instrument can sell down to this support region and I see a red and a green candlestick, like something I saw here, then I'll enter a buy, but it will be a short buy. Remember, it will be a short buy down to the next support zone, resistance zone. If this instrument can sell down here, I see a red and a green candlestick, then I will enter a buy. But bear in mind that the trend is bearish. So if you're actually looking forward to entering a sell trade now, wait for this candle to close. It will close in the next 4 minutes. Then you see another bearish candle that comes after it. Then it will sell down to the next support. I tell you, it will sell down to the next support. Oh, the blue zones. Oh, that's why you need to join some of our classes. Mr. Sheson, just go to your insert. If you go to insert, you see shapes. Then click on rectangle or shape, any shape of your choice. Can you hear me? Go to insert, you see shapes. A drop down will come out, then pick any shape of your choice. You can pick circle, you can pick triangle and the likes. For scalpers in the house, you can see For scalpers in the house, if you are looking for, you can see I wanted to enter an instant sell, but I wanted that candle to close, and I know it will close in the next 3 or 4 minutes. So it is currently on a verified support on my 15 minutes time frame. If it can break below that support zone and you can see a bearish candle after that support zone, then trust me, it will ride down. It will ride down because gold will sell. The USD IDX is strong. So I'm waiting for this instrument. You know, this 15 minutes time frame, this candle will close in the next 3 minutes. Yes, if it closes bearish, and you can also wait. If you see another bearish candle after that, it's a good time to enter a sell trade. If you enter a sell trade, you can ride down to the next untested support. Oh, sorry. So I hope you all can hear me. That is that for gold. Good. I know some gold traders are in the house and they are waiting for something to happen. Say, this my guy has said something this morning, so I'm looking forward to making some money this morning. I can't afford not to be making this money. Why he's the only one making it? Other clients are making it. If you are just joining this class, no, don't worry. Everything will be fine. Like somebody that was asking me how to draw those shapes, just join any of those our classes, our morning classes and our evening classes. There will be a thorough breakdown of some of these things. So we are going to indices this morning. Indices. We are going to indices. Let's see US 100. Sorry, let's see US 100 this morning. US 100. US 100, US 100. US 100 on my, let me just draw this trend line, sorry. Let me just draw this trend line. If you don't know how to use trend line, if you don't know how to draw trend line, you need to join our classes. So you need to join those classes. I tell you, I don't know why how you'll be making money comfortably, because I've grown to points and I've actually shown clients trading to points where they can comfortably look at the chart and say, oh no, let me do something. This analyst told me I'm waiting for something to happen. I don't know if I understand. I hope you are seeing this US 100 for US 100 traders. Sorry. Yes, let me draw this trend line. It's too thick. Good. Let me reduce the thickness. It's too thick. Sorry. Let me adjust the thickness of this in my line. I use it for so many reasons, and it gives me so much joy. Let me reduce the thickness of the line a little. US 100 has been bullish over time. I hope you can see it. This on my H4 time frame. So somebody that has been trading over time will notice that no, one of my guys will say tech is yet to start. So we are in the global age, we are in the technological age. There's advancement in technology, and most of these tech industries like Apple, Microsoft, Meta, Alphabet, they are really doing very well. I know US 100 is a compilation or a collection of 100 best selected stock in the US market. 100 is an emergence of 100 best selected stock in the US market. So if most of these tech companies are doing well, you see US 100 will be buying. So, and you can see US 100 is actually buying. Yes, for my swing trader, that's for my long-term traders. We are starting with them. I like them a lot. They're the big boys in the market too. They swing traders they form good money and they make good money too. So I'm looking forward to the trend. The trend is bullish. So I'm looking forward to something like this to happen. Sell down here. Did you see what I'm showing you? Sell down there. If you're a long-term trader, I'm just trying to show you something. If this instrument can sell down a little bit and hit that trend line, oh my goodness. If it can hit that trend line, I'm just showing you, something will happen. So if this instrument can sell down here, I'm looking forward to something like this to happen. Did you see that? But if you want to make an instant money, yes, maybe you want to quickly make an instant money. You don't want to wait. You are not patient. Even bearing in mind that trading, you also need to learn to be patient. Then you need to wait for a bearish confirmation candle. I don't need to start showing you some of these bearish confirmation candle, like a bearish engulfing, like a tweezer top, like what do you call it? An evening star, an inverted hammer. An inverted hammer around this zone with a bearish confirmation. I'm talking of a bearish candlestick with a bearish confirmation around that zone. Then you can enter a sell. I hope you can see. Let me zoom out my chart a little bit more so you can see it. If I see a bearish candlestick with a bearish confirmation, then I am going for a sell. And what are these bearish candlesticks? Like a bearish engulfing or a partial bearish engulfing, like an inverted hammer, like an evening star, like a tweezer, top. A tweezer top around that point. Yes, then you can go forward to a sell. But it will be a minor sell because even though it's going to sell, it is only going to sell to this trend line. Even though it does not get anywhere around there, bearing in mind that this trend line is not just a line, it is a zone too. So if I see those candlesticks around that zone, this untested resistance, I enter a sell and I ride down to this trend line. And I didn't ride down to the untested support. I'm riding down to the trend line. If you get to that trend line, I see a very good bullish candlestick. Oh my God, it is a buy, a good buy, a thorough buy. So on my 1 hour time frame, okay, let me just mark those zones for you. So I'm actually looking forward to a buy. Actually, I'm just saying for those traders that does not want to be patient, it's fine. They need to be patient to see that pattern. So I'm looking forward to a buy here. If this instrument can sell down here, I will buy up. Remember the conditions for buying. Buy low, sell high. Buy after a breakout and a retest. Yes, buy after a pullback. So I'm waiting for a pullback. A pullback around this point, I'll enter a very good buy. Yes, that's on my 4 hours. And you can see even on my 1 hour, you see something like that will also happen. That's for my long-term traders. Let me see for day traders. I'm actually a day trader. For my day trader, you can see this instrument is trying to break above this untested resistance. It's trying to break above the untested resistance. Let me try to shrink my chart a little. Let me see that zone very well. Yes, that zone has been, price has been rejected around that zone. So I'm just seeing that. So I'm looking forward to a breakout and a retest. Yes, I'm looking forward to a breakout and a retest of that zone. I'm looking forward to something like this to happen. Let me interpret it graphically. I'm looking forward to something like this to happen. Maybe it now sold a little, or yes, it now sold a little, and I see a red and a green candlestick. Then I'll enter a buy. But bear in mind, the general trend is bullish. The general trend is bullish. Yes. But if you don't want to be patient, if this candle closes above, you see a clear bullish candle, you can enter a very short buy. I'm just telling you the conditions to entering a short buy, breakout and retest. But if you want to quickly make the money, then wait for this candle to close on my 1 hour. If you see another bullish candle, you see the bullish pressure, then you can. If not, this zone is a zone where price has been rejected, and if you want to be very conservative, wait for a breakout and a retest. The reason is very simple. Let me draw. If you break above that resistance and it retests that resistance zone, If it break above that resistance and it retests that resistance zone, then you can enter a clear buy, on my 15 minutes time frame, what am I seeing on 15 minutes time frame for scalpers? Sorry. For scalpers, hold on. Good. For scalpers. You can see that zone I actually showed you is actually a verified resistance on my 15 minutes time frame, which means that it is actually a very strong zone that has impeded price repeatedly. So if you actually want to make money on US 100 this morning, wait for this market to break above that resistance for scalpers. If you see another bullish candle that comes after it, then a buy. Or you wait for the same thing I showed you on my 1 hour. Wait for it to do this, buy, even though it's sold a little, then sold a little to retest this zone, then you can enter a buy. That is if you are looking forward to entering a buy. But if you ask me, if you're actually looking for a sell, then you should know your candlestick pattern. A very good candlestick pattern around this zone, like a green and a red candle, which will make it sell a little. But bear in mind, the general trend is buy. So I'm looking forward to a buy anywhere above that verified resistance. Yes, on my 15 minutes. Bear in mind that in the New York Stock Exchange, the New York section opens in the afternoon. So if most of these indices move more in the afternoon, especially indices like US 100. So if you can break above that point, you see another bullish candle, you can enter a buy. Somebody is dropping a comment. Oh, a short technical, and I wish you more money. No, I wish you too more money, Mrs. Temitope. I can't be the only one making more money. You need to fund your own account and be showing me, telling me that, oh, I actually made 300,000, I actually made 500K today, and I'm really excited about it. Come on. I remember that Friday and Thursday, there's a big news coming out. I think the non-farm payroll, it's a big news, and things are really going to happen in the market this week. You can't afford not to fund your account. You need to speak to your account manager so you can take advantage of these opportunities in the market. I don't like it. You can see some of the opportunities I showed you this morning. We were asleep while things was happening, and you didn't take advantage of it. So currencies were very volatile this morning, but you didn't do anything. This is where we draw the curtain for today's class. I hope you guys actually got one or two things. It's really nice having you guys on the class today. Remember, tomorrow we're having another class. Remember, 3 p.m. today, ISM Manufacturing PMI is coming out. You can't afford not to fund your trading account. Speak to your account manager, confirm through your client's office, or make payments to any of the accounts, send the receipt to your account manager. Your account will be credited, and you can take advantage of these 3 p.m. news. Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Omobola. We've done Euro USD. We can't go back to that now. But we are still having another class today by 10 a.m. and an evening class will start tomorrow too by 6 p.m. Make out time to join these classes so you can learn. You can learn some of these candlestick patterns and it will help you a great deal. You can also go to any of our offices and learn. I usually say this, that what really upgrades a man is the knowledge he has come in contact with. You can't afford not to know some of these things. So you at least we are tailing towards the second half. This is the second half of the year. I have a projection, a trading plan. Maybe in the next 3 months, I need to have like close to 15 million in my account. So I need to fund my account with a good amount so I can make this money. Then before the end of this year, I need to have, I have a trading plan. I don't know about you. So fund your trading account and let's hit this money together. It's nice having you all. Have a profitable trading day. Thank you very much. It's nice having you all. It's nice. Thank you very much for your time. Please send us the link for the training. Just speak to your account manager. He's going to send you the link for both the evening class and the morning class. any physical class, just go to any of our office, Mr. Lukman. Go to any of our office, Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, any of our offices. You have a funded account, you are eligible to join those classes. See, Mr. Ben, funding your account does not mean that it is still your money. You are just funding your account to show some level of commitment. So thank you very much. So when you are funded, then you practice on your demo, and before you go to your real account. I should have used my 4-year in the university to study FX. Thank you very much. I don't know if some people are making money on that USDJPY, but it's nice having you all have a profitable trading day. Thank you.